Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I truly appreciate it. My folks were divorced when I was in the 5th grade. My dad struggled with alcoholism, so his support to our family was limited at best. My mom worked her tail off for us, but our income was limited. My brother Greg, my sister Vicky, my brother Vaughn, and I were viewed differently. Divorced family, no money. We lived on East 12th Street, which was the poor side of town. I had a bad haircut, I had buck teeth, I had old clothes. My dad would sometimes show up drunk at times to my school activities. I was different. Kids and yes, parents, they never failed to bring it up. Many times in mean, hurtful, and emotionally damaging ways. When I visit schools, no matter what the grade level, I make it very, very clear I have no tolerance for bullies. No matter if they're in public school or, in private school. This includes adults spewing negativity and hate on blogs or on Facebook. Bullying should not be tolerated. I tell kids that if they know of a bully, to get away from them. I also tell them that if they know of bullying, that they should tell teachers, principals, coaches, or parents. I also tell them if they are a victim of a bully, to please let someone know. There's help out there. Sioux Falls, does bullying make you mad? If it does, do something about it. When I first started my campaign, this journey for mayor, I met a couple by the name of Juan and Josefina Bonilla at a local coffee shop here in town. Juan and Josefina, they're very prominent leaders amongst the diverse community, especially the Spanish-speaking community. During our visit, Juan told me something that I cannot get out of my mind even today. He informed me that one of the most major issues among the Spanish-speaking community was domestic violence. He relayed that in many cases, the violence against women, spouses, girlfriends, and children are never reported. He said that there's this fear that if they do, law enforcement will focus more on immigration status, whether they're here legally or not, than getting them the protection they need from the person hurting them. Since becoming the mayor, the City of Sioux Falls, the police team, and yes, this mayor, we've tried to get the word out that our goal is to protect and to serve first, regardless of the background. But sadly, fear and distrust and even shame exists amongst the victims of domestic violence and child abuse in Sioux Falls. Isn't it shameful that it takes a second video of a star athlete knocking out his girlfriend, who now is his wife, and then dragging her out of an elevator to garner the attention of this tragic situation that's happening daily in Sioux Falls, daily in South Dakota, and daily across the United States? Yes, folks, there's a real good chance that someone on your block, at your work, in your church, and sadly, in your family and amongst your friends, are suffering in a physically or emotionally abusive situation. Sioux Falls, doesn't domestic violence make you mad? If it does, do something about it. After I was elected, I attended an event in Sioux Falls where I was told that students that have a different sexual orientation, they often go to the Center for Equality on the weekends to feel safe. I kept thinking, to feel safe? Students in Sioux Falls? I've often said, and you've heard me say it, that the number one factor in our quality of life is whether folks feel safe. Back then, the Center for Equality provided a safe place for folks that were gay, lesbian, or transgender, along with their friends and their family. Sadly, that safe place is no longer there. Now where do they go? Just 10 days ago, a Sioux Falls man was outside at a local bar when he said that he heard a woman use a derogatory term for homosexuals. The 27-year-old man could have said nothing and walked away. Instead, he said he politely told her she should not say that word. Soon after, he heard a guy yell, "What the F did you say to my girlfriend?" And soon after that, he was being picked off the sidewalk by his friends because he was punched real hard in the face. I've seen this young man's story on TV. I saw the bloodied, swollen, and sick-looking face. It's a picture that he took of himself soon after the punch. I've read some of the comments posted on the blogs and Facebook too. And guess what? I can't get it out of my mind right now. I am mad. And I'm wondering, why aren't all of us mad or disgusted or sad? When my mom was divorced in the 1970s, the mantra back then to her was, don't talk about it. Oftentimes, when it is bullying, domestic assault, or prejudice, it's just easier and a lot more comfortable not to talk about it. There are 63 online comments following one of the TV station reports of the assault of the young man that night. The following is one of them. I won't mention his name, but it says, LOL, which means lots of laughs. Next time, mind your own business. LOL, mind your own business. Oh, it has 9 likes, by the way. Then, the next post is written by a gentleman named Eric. Here's what Eric says. Words have meaning behind them, and allowing people to say these types of things with no recourse only allows people to think that they're saying derogatory words is okay, and thus further perpetuating hate. Well said, Eric. Well said. Oh, by the way, Sioux Falls, we still don't know who threw the punch that night. Plenty of bystanders witnessed the assault. Private security was hired and at the bar that night. The woman that said the derogatory words and the man that punched the victim in the face got away. As your mayor, I'm disturbed by this. I can't get the words out of my mind. I can't get the pictures of the victim's swollen and bloody face out of my mind. I can't believe we haven't found this guy yet. I'm upset, and I wanted to do something about it. Sioux Falls, we are a wonderful community with caring citizens. South Dakota nice is a common virtue here. However, you know what? Being mad every now and then, it isn't a bad thing. As your mayor, I think it's time to get upset a bit. First, let's stand up to the bullies. Stand up to those that are abusing their spouses, their girlfriends, their kids. Stand up to those that are intolerant and downright mean and hateful of those with a different color of skin, sexual orientation, disabilities, or those that migrated here from another country. Secondly, let's inspire and provide confidence to the victims of bullying, domestic assault, or prejudice. Let's free them from the pain, the anguish, and the fear that they're enduring. Let's do our part and make a difference. Bus drivers, lunchroom workers, coaches, moms, dads, guidance counselors, let's identify and stop the bullies. Family members, social workers, pastors, and law enforcement agencies, let's dig in and investigate the warning signs of domestic violence and provide protection before it's too late. And finally, Sioux Falls in South Dakota, prejudice is still a reality here. But we can talk, and we should talk about it more and more. We should feel uncomfortable when we hear those words, like the N-word, retard, and so many others, like the one said 10 days ago at a bar in our hometown. Sioux Falls, let's get mad every now and then and fight for justice and positive change when it comes to bullying, domestic assault, and prejudice. Allowing the punch to be thrown and then turning the bloody cheek is not and should not be acceptable. I want to thank you all for being here today. I invited a number of other folks here. I know that there's a really good chance that the media will want to talk to you, and I'd encourage you to speak your mind, speak from your heart, tell folks what they may not want to hear, but what they need to hear. And let's not be too quick to defend what we're already doing, because it's not enough. I'm proud of the things that we're doing. I'm proud of the progress that we're making. I love trying to, help lead the cause. It's just not been enough yet. Media too. I want to thank you for being here. This is a really tough topic, and I thank you for making your presence here today.